super excited to be showing my face on your screen today, and it's in a bid to celebrating amazing women in tech, women aspiring to play in the tech space, women in other industries, and generally all women striving to be the best version of themselves in the industry they play in. Today is International Women's Day. Yay! Let's celebrate, let's pop, let's pop. I'm super excited about today because interestingly, the theme of this year's International Women's Day is digital innovation and technology for gender equality with hashtag embrace equity. And the reason I said it's interesting is because I am less than a year in the tech space, and I am honored and privileged to be in this space because it's fulfilling for me. And I'm really going to share with you how fulfilling it is for me. I'm going to share all that with you today. So without further ado, like my caption read earlier today, that gender bias got nothing to do on us as women, given that we know what we actually want. Yes. So today I'll be discussing 4 things. Number 1, my transition into the tech space, because a lot of people have asked me that how were you able to transition from a career of 8 years from real estate and logistics into the tech space. So that's part of the things I will be sharing with us today. And secondly, I'll be sharing with us the challenges I faced and how I overcame it. And thirdly, I'm going to be sharing the stage I'm at currently. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the tools needed to thrive in the tech space and how to break the gender bias in tech. So ride with me on this journey. So now my transition story. Now, before I talk about my transition, it's really interesting how growing up we learn things, or things we do is actually the things we love and things we desire to become as an adult. But life has a way of playing on us, and that sometimes if you don't have the proper guidance, you are likely not to do that which you desire. Why did I say this? I said this because while I was trying to write the story and while I transitioned, I remembered that in 2010, which is about 13 years ago, I was actually coding. Yes, and I have diploma in data processing from one of the best computer schools, that's Lagos City Computer College. And I was like, with the language we're using there is HTML, Aperture Spark markup language, and I was doing pretty well. And it wasn't just me alone. We had other people who also were running their diploma 13 years ago in data processing. But the thing is that the advancement in technology and the opportunities in technology is more visible now than it was in the past. Imagine that I continued on that path for 13 years. I would have been a giant in the tech industry. But anyways, it's better late than never. And like I said, it's fulfilling for me because it's more like a lost love reuniting. And so, and hence the reason I said it's fulfilling for me. Now, back to my transition story. So it started in August 2022 after I resigned from a management position for personal reasons. And at that time, before then, I was working on a brand, like a personal thing for myself. And it wasn't that serious because I was actually working. And what I do majorly is called UJ Network. So what I do on UJ Network was to motivate women and just do the motivation thing. And when I resigned, I thought of it, that was the next thing for me. And so I said, okay, I wanted to do something unique. I didn't just want to motivate. I wanted something unique. And I said, okay, myself and my team just looked at other options we want to embark. And I said, okay, let's do women in tech. And so I did my research because I wanted to run it as a non-governmental organization, NGO. And when I did a lot of research, I spoke to some of the mentors I had. I did the study, and I realized that, oh, for now, mentally and financially, I wasn't ready to run an NGO. And so I put it aside as a long-term goal. It's something that I will eventually go back into. And so I thought to myself, what next for me? Because I had already piqued interest in the tech space and I wanted something unique. I wanted something extraordinary. Anyways, I said, why not just do something in tech? And I said to myself, okay, that's actually fine. I can actually do this. Being that the future goal is to have an NGO for women in technology. And I said, fine, no problem. I thought of also solving a problem because when I started thinking of it, that what should I do next, I was thinking of so many problems. And also whenever I want to embark on a journey, I do my research. Even if it's not much, I do it to an extent. And so I did some research. I was following people that inspire me, people that are doing things in line with what I wanted to do. I was watching how they are doing it, and I was also improving on myself. So I got to a point I said, okay, let me just research about all that is in the tech space. And I searched for courses. I wanted to know what they are. I wanted to know what role I can play in them. And it was actually a tough period. I'm just saying it like it's so easy because I wanted to do something good. So along the line, I saw UI UX design because I'm an aesthetic person. I love to design. I can monitor a product design project. I can pick on any faults in a design, and I can as well design myself. So I said, you know what, I'll go for UI UX design. I think it's something related to the thing I like. And I started UI UX design. You know, I was enjoying some of the things learned there, you know, the font, the whole thing, you know, about the user experience and interface, the whole thing. And it was actually interesting. I was with my laptop one day and I had my tab and I had my phone because there were some applications that I needed to download that I couldn't download on my laptop, but I could download on my tab and so. So that day I just said to myself, Uju, do you really see yourself doing this on the long run? And it is very important for us as a person to be honest with ourselves because you are the only one that can tell yourself the honest truth. Trust me. I looked at it and said, truly, true. There's more for you in the digital space, but not designing. You can have it as an hobby, something you don't have to do, you know, every time. And I said to myself, what then do I need to do? And looking that I'm a 3 times Harvard certified business strategist, and also I have my degree in business administration. And so I said to myself, and I'd worked in the corporate world for about 8 years, and I've led marketing team, and the business knowledge, the marketing knowledge, everything was inbuilt. It's something that I could do while closing my eye. And I said to myself, Uju, the way is digital marketing. And then the research I did is if you want to, and then while I was searching for what I wanted to learn alongside, I already thought of it that, you know what, I want to build an e-learning platform where people can learn some skills, where people can be subject matter experts, where people can come and learn what they desire in tech, in business, and in soft skills. So while building it, I was also thinking of, okay, what next? Because I know that if I must build a tech organization, I need to have a skill in tech. because that will enhance me to run the business effectively. And so I said, okay, so based on research, if I must play on the executive level, and what I need to study must be on the master's level. So I did some research. So I enrolled for digital marketing and business transformation from an international business school. And the journey has really been amazing. And that has really helped me to build my brand to the point it is today. And so that was when so many people too, they start up something and they feel like, oh, it's not for me. If it's not for you, there's definitely something else for you. So look at me. I did data processing 13 years ago. I came back. I said, okay, UI UX design. I said, no, I'm back to my core. So it's more like I'm bringing my skill from the corporate world I've been, my career, past career into this present moment. And it has been a very interesting ride. And so that's my story. That's my transition story. It actually sounds simple, but it wasn't easy. But anyways, we're here. So I'm done with my transition story. So the next thing is the challenges I faced and how I overcame it. Now, I'll be going to share two perspectives. One is as a learner, and the two is as a business owner. Because remember that I said that I was learning and I was building my brand. So I was doing two things at the same time. So definitely I would have two challenges. So I wouldn't say they are challenges. I would say they are experience because I actually learned from it. Look at all of the challenges you face. Sometimes you face a challenge because there's something beautiful ahead, and so that you can do it better. And failure or mistake is just feedback. How well can I do it next time? What did I do wrong that made me fail? Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to apply something else. And so the challenges I faced on the learning perspective was two things. One is research. I said that I did a lot of research when I wanted to embark on this journey, but they are not the same research you do when you are learning a skill in tech. Now, this is not to scare you. When research is different, there's a way that, oh, you want to check an information on Google, you just type, I want to know about this. You just glance through for you to just have knowledge. No, when it comes to tech, you want to know the facts, and you're learning not to just learn for information, you are learning to apply. So you are going to sit down, research well from different people and see how you can come up with the best results. And you know, my career then, I had PA, I had EA who, when I need an information, I want to do research, I just pass it over to them so they give me the end result. But this time around, if I'm supposed as a business owner and as a learner, I need to do it myself. So I found myself doing research and doing research and doing research. And that was like a challenge for me. But at the end of the day, the consistency in it, the knowledge in it rather, and the way my mind opened just made that was how I overcame it. Like, I also thought to myself, if I see this as a challenge, how do I want to forge ahead? How do I want to grow? So I kept on doing it. So I kept on practicing. I kept on doing it. So consistency and constant practice was what helped me scale through that learning journey. And also, the aspect of learning for me too was software usage. So you know that we as human, we really like to just get things done. We don't want issues. We just want to like open our laptop, type this, and then get the job done. No, it's not always like that. So some of the software, I'm not saying that this software are those rigorous ones, but anything you must use for the first time, you are definitely going to look at how you can navigate some of the features, how you can use it for the particular purpose you want to use them for, another thing. So it became a thing of Must I put effort to do this? Must I put effort to do this? But I realized that when you put effort to do certain things, on the long run, is going to really favor you, because one of the things that has helped me is all of the time that I struggled to do some certain things, I no longer struggle to do them anymore. And interestingly, there was somebody who taught me how to do something, and so the person had a project, and I said and needed my help. So the person came to me, and we did the thing together, and the person gave me the phone, and the person just left to come back, and I handed something to the person. The person was like, "How did you do this in just like 5 minutes?" That I thought I taught you how to do this. I said, we keep learning. So if the day you stop learning, you stop advancing. And if if you have read 3 chapters in a book, you can teach someone who has not opened the chapter at all. If you have read 3 chapters in a book, you can teach someone who has read chapter 1. You can teach someone who has read chapter 2. I'm just saying that learning is very, very important. And do not wait for anyone. Keep learning. The day you stop learning, that's the day you stop advancing. And so based on the business perspective, I really face a lot of shege. Permit my French. I'm not even going to lie. When you want to embark on a journey and it's a new field, not to say it's a new field, it has advanced much more than I knew it before. And so some of the tech team that worked for me, some of them extorted me. Some of them, I didn't really know how to, negotiate some things. I didn't know how to speak the tech language in the way it's evolving. And so we're not connecting. And some techies, they just do things, and some of them don't have the business knowledge. And that's why Fellow Space has the business skill, the soft skill, and then the digital skill that you need. And so we were not on the same page. We weren't on the same page because I have the business knowledge. They don't have. They just know how to work with their tools. And that's why I encourage a lot of techies, a lot of tech bros and tech sisters, in as much as you're learning a skill, there are some soft skills you need to learn, there are some business skills you need to learn, so that when you are dealing with your clients, there's a level of connection and a level of understanding that will keep them calling you back. And so the frustration was even what helped me during my learning. I had to learn the things that I was not supposed to learn. And while on the executive level in my business transformation and digital marketing, I learned a lot from different tech experts that has gone ahead of me. I did so many crash courses. I'm even teaching people on specific skills and all of that. And so as a business owner, I would say that you need to, even if we say that you don't have to do everything, but you have to know some skills, because that's what will help you make better decisions. It will make you stress less, and it will make you understand your digital assets. Now, your digital assets would really help you as a business person to understand your business so well and to run your business on auto, because with your digital asset, it's more like a system to you. You know the tools, you know the assets you use digitally. And so when it comes to a particular task, you know what to do. When it comes to a particular, so you don't have to look from one place to another to get the job done. You have it all fixed up. And so the challenges I faced was having the wrong team. And amazingly, I have the right team as well. So a big shout out to Deborah Ogunbi. She's my content creator and my copywriter. She has been amazing, and she's a woman. Like the way women go all out to do amazing thing. To work extra is really amazing. So she understands the assignment. She understands. She has the business skills. So I celebrate you today, Deborah. If you're seeing this, I love you so much. And okay, so that was how that's the challenges I faced as a learner and as a business owner. So now the third thing we're discussing today is the stage I'm at currently. I know that you've heard my story of transition. I told you it's less than a year. I've told you the challenges I face. I'm sure you'll be wondering, what stage are you now? So the stage I'm at also is, I'm going to share the learning stage, and I'm going to share with you the business stage. So based on the learning space, I have grown so much in the digital space. And I said so much because I celebrate little wins. And I am not where I used to be back then, but I'm not where I used to be back then. I've not gotten to where I want to be. But currently, I know that there has been massive change, and that's why I would say that I would pat myself on the back to say that my learning journey has been interesting, and I'm expectant of what the beautiful future holds. And I'm forever a learner, and will continue to learn and look out for opportunities in the tech space and beyond. And my advice is keep learning. Don't say I'm done learning this thing and that's over. No, you have to keep learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. The day you stop learning is the day you stop advancing. So make learning a hobby for you. Keep evolving, keep advancing, and trust me, you'll be able to stand tall. Now, what stage am I? The stage I'm at currently in my business, there has been a massive improvement. Like I said, that we grow daily, we learn every day, and I'm a disruptive business strategist, and we look at how to serve our clients better, and we look at customers' behavior. So for the sake of those who don't know what Crelos Space is all about, I will share with you what Crelos Space is all about, and I'll tell you the stage we are so that you can, connect with what I'm saying. So Crelos Space Academy is an e-learning platform that connects people to their most desired skills and interests in business, in technology, and in soft skills, and is geared towards career advancement and financial acceleration. And so before now, our how we run our e-learning platform is you coming as a student and telling us, selecting the course you want to study, and our instructor will come virtually to teach you. Yes, that's how we have been running it. But now, because people want a self-paced learning, people want to be able to have a lifetime access to what they pay for. Unlike the live classes, once you're done learning, you likely have something you want to ask or something you're unclear about, but you can't go back to it. And so based on the pain points I was able to identify as a learner and as a business owner, we have upgraded to an e-learning platform with courses on our website. Now, if you go on to www.crelospace.com, you will see that we have amazing courses. And we're relaunching. I'm saying relaunch because we have launched before March 16. Now, you can go on the website, you just find few courses there, but at the back end, there's a constant upload there, and there's currently upload going on, and we have amazing course tech experts preparing subject matter course, a very good course for us to learn at our pace, and it is on a low cost strategy. for these courses, and they are short courses that you can learn, you can pay for with ease. And yeah, so the stage we are currently in Fellow Space is we're advancing, we're looking at how better we can serve you. And that's been a journey for me, and that's been a great achievement for me. And I look forward to us coming back to this space with love in your heart for Krelov. To see our launch March 16, and then you'll be able to see amazing courses. For anyone who is checking the website now and you don't find the course you want, not to worry, they will be uploaded soon. Like I said, March 16 is our launch date. And so even when it's March 16 and you don't find the course you wanted, send a DM to us. It's likely going to be uploaded. And so the last one here is the tools needed to thrive as a learner or as a business person, and how to break gender bias in tech. Who is excited? This is the last stage. Are you following? If you're following, drop your favorite emoji. Let me know that I'm talking. I'm not talking to myself. Okay, now the tools needed to thrive as a learner or as a business person, and how to break the gender bias in tech. Now, as a learner or as a business owner, the first tool you need to thrive is you. Because as a person, if you know what you want and you go for it, and along the line there are challenges, because you know what you want, it's the chances of staying through, just like me, is high. And so the number one tool to thriving as a learner in the tech space or as a business owner is you. You have to first of all know what you want, go for it, and regardless of whatever happens along the line, you have to remember the reason why you embarked on that journey. If other people are doing it, they don't have two heads. Likewise, you don't have two heads. Who says that challenges are not bound to happen? But how well are you prepared, and how well do you even know what you want as a person? So to thrive in the tech space or any other industry, you are not the number one tool. Now, the second tool you need is to thrive as a learner or as a business person is do it afraid. Do it afraid. And there are so many times that I don't think afraid. But sometimes people will not know that I'm doing things afraid. And it is only when you do things afraid that gives you more will to say, oh, I'm not doing bad anyways. So you have to do it afraid. Thanks, Tash_wellness. You have to do it afraid, and don't wait till you have figured everything out. Imagine that when I thought of solving a problem through an edutech, and I knew that I needed to upskill myself, I didn't say that, oh, let me go and learn the skill first. Let me get all the skill that I need before building the company. I didn't. And so I understood that I needed to do this in order to run this properly. I didn't wait. I didn't wait for all of that. I did it anyways. I did it afraid. I didn't, because if I'm still figuring out how to be a better learner, all the improvements that we've done, that myself and my team have done as regards Trello Space Academy, trust me, we might not have been able to do it. And my mindset may have changed by then. So another tool, like you need to thrive as a learner, I've said number one is you. Number two, do it afraid, and don't wait till you figure out everything, because there will definitely be more to uncover. You know, like me, I have made learning my hobby. And if I continue to say I want to do this, there are so many times I might just sit down here, something will just drop, and I'm likely to, excuse me, I'm likely to just go online and pay for a course and, sorry, excuse me. I'm back. I just had sip water. And so you're likely going to uncover so many things. And then another thing that is very important that I don't joke with is growth mindset. Now, if not for anything, have a growth mindset. And a lot of people think that growth mindset is all about thinking of growth alone. No. Now, we have fixed mindset. And fixed mindset is that thoughts, that thing that will tell you that you are not good enough. It will tell you that I'm not sure you can do this, just drop this thing that you're doing. Fixed mindset will tell you that you will fail. Fixed mindset will tell you that others are doing it better. What are you doing? Because it will get to a point as a learner in the tech space or as a business owner, you think you're not good enough. You think that you can't scale through. These are just limiting beliefs. If you have a growth mindset, you understand that these are feelings that occur. It comes, it pops up. Even the experts, sometimes they are unsure of the next thing they want to do. They are. So what keeps them going is replacing that fixed mindset with a growth mindset. So if something occurs, if your mind tells you, something tells you, your inner self tells you, you are not good enough, you say, I am good enough. You won't be able to use this application. I will be able to use this application. You notice that if you start replacing the fixed mindset with the growth mindset statements, even your inner self will say, let me not just speak positive because this person I'm dealing with is a very positive person. So understand that some challenges are just meant to make us stronger. And at the end of the day, we would appreciate better the stress, the challenges that we go through. And okay, so for you to break the gender-based bias in tech, what do you need to do? Now, what you need to do is you need to go into the tech space with an open mind to keep learning, to keep advancing and doing things well enough that no one can push you aside. Now, I knew that I wanted to run a business. I wanted to solve a problem. I needed to position myself well as an authority so that when people come to me for advice or when people come to me, I can be a subject matter expert in tech space that can advise people on what they should do. I knew that was needed, and so I took it upon myself to learn a skill. So if you must break any gender bias, you need to go into not just tech space, but any industry you play in with an open mind. Because when you have open mind to learning, you start advancing, you start hearing what even someone that is not up to you would say. You will only pick out what is important for you and leave the rest. With an open mind, to keep learning, then you keep advancing and doing things well enough. Trust me, there's no one that will shove you aside. And that's how to stand strong and to break any bias. So lastly, how you can also break bias is to become a subject matter expert, just like me. So after having, made quite a number of choices, I eventually went for my call, like I explained to us. And it was a subject matter, like I'm a subject matter expert, so talk about digital marketing and business transformation. So, and that was it for me. So become a subject matter expert, build on it. Don't just learn written mechanistic. So you don't just build on it. You build on it after making a choice that this is what you want to do. You want to become a subject matter expert. Because I realized that even, after resigning, I looked at, like, who am I really? What would I tell people that I am now? I wasn't even comfortable calling myself a techpreneur at that time because I was even unsure. So something that will give you a sense of validation, or a sense that you know what you're doing, is when you equip yourself, and when you keep learning, when you have open mind and becoming and building on whatever you're learning and improve on it daily. I know I've been saying a lot of subject matter things. A subject matter expert can be like an SEO expert, like an SCM expert, like a data analyst, business analyst, content expert, social media marketing expert. You can just build on it and see how well you can, improve, and then start getting jobs, or being skill ready, or being job ready. So in conclusion, I know women are strong for sure. And once we set our mind to doing something, we do it so well. And so to break the bias as a woman in tech, or a woman aspiring to play in the tech space, or any industry, you have to break the gender bias by doing things efficiently and effectively in the best possible way. That way, no one can push you aside. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I see your comments. This is where I end my transition story, the challenges I faced and how I overcame them, the stage I'm at currently, and the tools needed to thrive in the tech space as a business owner and as a learner, and also how to break gender bias in tech or any industry. And so we have 1 minute for question and answer. And don't forget, if you want to shop to cut amazing courses that will equip you as a business owner, or as a student, or as an employer or employee, looking at harnessing different skills, and technology keeps advancing. The world, like, no one will wait for you. Even if you're not in the tech space, you need to learn a skill in the tech space. It is very important because it will help you to get your job done faster. And so if you have any question, you can send it so I can answer it. And we have 30 seconds to go. So while you're still here, don't forget, with love in your heart for Quelospace, check us out on www.quelospace.com. I hope we enjoyed today's class. So in the absence of no question, we shall call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this live. I really appreciate everyone. And come March 16, we're launching. So I want you to come here March 16 and see the amazing things we are doing. So thank you so much, and have an amazing night. Bye-bye.